Hello, 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 how are you? This is Els coming from Bemis Crafty Corner. And my project for today is this. Um, I was just kind of here and I noticed that I had a lot of this. And what this is this is a piece of fabric that's been turned into book cloth, and then it's been cut off because I've used it for a book, and I just made too much. And I found that I can use it to put it on the front of a card, and it's kind of a unique thing because it's fabric. Um, but I made this cute little card, and just had a good time doing it. And so I'm gonna show you guys how to do this real quick and easy. It's about 5 minutes, and then you can decorate. You can do a whole bunch of these and then decorate them any way you want it. So I'm gonna get some scraps out of book cloth, and we're gonna find some colors that we like and maybe some images we like, and we're gonna get these put together. I'll be back in just a moment with some supplies. So I have a couple of pieces of leftover book cloth. Here's a piece of little red roses. I have a nice big piece. This is like a whole fat quarter of kind of like a Tim Holtz-ish type fabric. It's not Timmy, but And then I have this one that has like herbs and stuff on it. And I thought this might be good. This could be fun. But then I thought, what if they have not got what if I am dealing with somebody who doesn't have book cloth? Well, I got this little piece of batiste, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly show you how to make a book cloth, so that you can cut this down to the size that you need. So, first things first, we're going to actually cut the piece down and then make the book cloth. So we're going to make a little piece, So, I'm just going to cut this in half. All right. I think this side is more interesting. All right, so the two things we're going to need to do this is a piece of this. This is called Heat and Bond. And so we're going to want a piece of that that's slightly smaller than our piece of fabric. So we're going to cut this down because we're going to worry about getting this all straight after. So let's see how that looks. Perfect. And we're going to want a piece of tissue paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get my iron and something to protect my work surface, and I'll be right back to show you how to make a quick, easy piece of book cloth. I'll be right back. First thing, we're going to press our little piece of fabric. Now, normally I would use my little ironing board for this, but I want you guys to be able to see this, so I'm just using a towel doubled up on my desk. This works just fine. So I'm just going to press this piece of fabric out. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it over so that I have the right side facing down. And we're going to take our piece of Heat and Bond. We're going to put it on here. And we're going to press this. Now I'm using an iron that is as hot as the fabric will stand. So this is a cotton fabric, so I'm using a cotton setting. And all I'm going to do is press this on here until the sticky stuff transfers. It takes probably about 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to take a look. And to take a look, I'm just going to peel up a corner. And I can see that it's still on there. and there's not really a lot on there, so we're going to press it a little longer. We're almost there. We're close. Now that's perfect. There's nothing sticking here. And you can see this is shiny. So the next part is to take a piece of tissue paper. And I don't need all of this, so I'm just going to cut a piece of this off. Because, you know, we're working with a little thing here. Alright, I just want a piece that's big enough to cover this. Okay, and then I'm just going to adhere the tissue paper to the back of this, and you'll see it's instant. You can see that that's an instant bond right there. Okay, let me show you and see where it changes color. So I'm going to let this cool, get everything out of the way, and I'll be back. Alright, so this is a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So we're going to cut this to 5.5. And that's going to provide us with our card base. And then we're going to want to put a mat behind this. And, you know, I just found a pink one. It's very light. So I'm going to do this one at 5.25. And then half of this is 4.25. So I'm going to do it at 4. Okay. And then we're going to do a little bit of quick scoring. So I'm just going to get my scoreboard out here. So we want to score this at 4.25. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Very easy, okay? And then I'm going to fold this and hit it with my bone folder, making sure that I line up all my edges and my corners and okay, so that's a standard card. And then this leaves us that 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So now, since we cut this at 5.25 by 4, we're going to cut our fabric to 5. So I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to create a straight edge. Okay. So now we want to cut this to about 4. I think we're going to go 3 3/4. Let me see. I always screw this up. So this is 4, so we're going to go 3 3/4 this way by 5. So we're going to come up past the 5. We're going to put our straight edge up. that. Five. By 3 3/4. And I'm going to get rid of this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my fabric and my mat and my card. And the thing that I like about this technique is that, one, it's tactile. You've got the fabric, okay? But two, because you're using book cloth, it's not crunchy, it's not crispy, it doesn't make that noise when you fold it, because it's not, it's very flexible. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off, I'm just going to use, excuse me, I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac on here. So I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac on the back of this. Not going to go crazy. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to center it on my mat. I have one little string right there. And I'm going to use my credit card here to kind of make sure that I get that glue spread out. I'm not going to press too hard. And then if I have any strings, I'm just going to clip them off. I've got a couple of strings over here. I'm just going to clip these off. Okay. So now I have to decide which is the top and which is the bottom. I think I kind of like it this way. So now I'm just going to glue this down to my card base. And for that I can use my regular glue. Or tape if I choose to, whatever I want to use here. Even when you put the pin in, you get that little blob at the end. Okay, let's see. Let me see if we can get the glue to flow. Now again, I cut this to leave 1/8 of an inch on every side. And I just love this because to me this looks three-dimensional. Imagine if you made a journal for somebody and you covered it with book cloth and then you use the same book cloth on the card that you're sending them with the journal. How adorable is that? So I'm going to let this completely dry because we did use Fabri-Tac, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to decorate the front and the inside of this, okay? So I'll be back in just a bit as soon as this is all dry and we'll get this decorated. All right, so this is now dry, and I just stamped out one of these little mice things, and then fussy cut it out. And I thought we could put this on here. So let me grab some dimensionals and some fabric glue. Okay, so we're going to glue this part down. And I'm using the 3-in-1. I could use Fabri-Tac for this, but I'm using the 3-in-1 so that go. So that it bonds to the fabric. We're just going to set this down on here. Now, I did watercolor this with pencils. Okay, so now we have that pressed on. Just get a press. There we go. And then we're going to put this on, and I'm going to put this on with some dimensionals. One more. Right over there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the backs off of these. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dot of my 3-in-1 on here because, yes, it has adhesive, but I want to make sure that it sticks. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel these off, put a little 3-in-1 on, and adhere these to the front. And again, we're just doing a little extra precaution of the 3-in-1 because we're basing this on fabric, okay? There we go. Just a little dot of 3-in-1 on each of these. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put him on. Just like that. And then we're going to do the inside. Now you can stamp this before you put it in, but I'm going to handwrite into this card, so I'm not going to worry about stamping anything here. I'm not even going to ink anything. This is a regular piece of felt paper. Just a really nice, luxurious white paper, which I have cut just smaller than the mat. The mat is the same size as this mat. All right. So we get that down. And then we'll go ahead and put this on the inside. So there it is, my fabric card. Remember, this is all fabric. So my little fabric card with my details on it, and little space inside to write, and it's all ready to go. And I can put this into an envelope, and it's not too thick that it won't mail for a regular stamp, so that's good too. But that's it. That's all I have for you today. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. And before you know it, giant crafting community. I do go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and we play trivia on Sundays, so come on out and join us. I post videos twice a week, typically on Monday and Wednesday, any day of the week though, so watch for those. If you want to see what I have coming up, just check out the community tab here on my YouTube channel, or skip on over to my Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below, and that is going to give you access to the same list of all the things that I have going on. Plus, I post when I go live. I post it in there, so if you're not getting notifications through YouTube, you can get them through my Facebook group. And that's it. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.